U.S. senators struggle to get any answers from President Trump's intelligence chiefs as dramatic reports swirl about Trump asking those very officials to publicly dismiss Russia allegations related to his campaign.
If any of this is true, it would be an appalling and improper use of our intelligence professionals. An act, if true, that could erode the public's trust in our intelligence institutions.
Seemingly straightforward denials from two key players today on Capitol Hill.
To the best of my recollection, I have never been directed to do anything I believe to be illegal, immoral, unethical, or inappropriate. And to the best of my recollection, during that same period of service, I do not recall ever feeling pressured to do so.
In my time of service, which is in interacting with the President of the United States or anybody in his administration, I have never been pressured. I have never felt pressure to intervene or interfere in any way.
But those answers proceeded to unravel, question after question, through parsing, dodging, or just outright refusal to respond.
You realize how simple it would simply be to say, no, that never happened.
I think conversations between the President and myself are, for the most part...
You seem to apply that standard selectively.
No, I'm not applying it selectively. I'm just saying I don't think it's appropriate.
You can clear an awful lot up by simply saying that never happened.
I do not share with the general public conversations that I have with the President or many of my colleagues within the administration that I believe should not be shared.
Well, I think your unwillingness to answer a very basic question speaks volumes.
The officials making one thing clear: there would be no clear denial of the alleged conversations with the president. Director of National Intelligence Dan Coats and National Security Agency Director Michael Rogers declining to elaborate on their initial, carefully worded statements.
I've never been directed to do anything in the course of my 3+ years as the Director of the National Security Agency that I felt to be inappropriate, nor have I felt pressure to do so.
Have you ever been asked to say something that isn't true?
I stand by my previous statement, sir.
The intelligence officials giving limited or at times no rationale as to why.
And why are you not answering
Because
our
I feel
questions?
it is inappropriate, Senator.
What you feel isn't relevant, Admiral. What you feel isn't the answer. You swore that oath to tell us the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, and today you are refusing to do so. What is the legal basis for your refusal to testify to this committee?
I'm not sure I have a legal basis.
Even the Republican chairman of the committee was frustrated and admonished them for not answering questions.
At no time should you be in a position where you come to Congress without an answer. It may be in a different format, but the requirements of our oversight duties and your agencies demand it.